Hello and welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast, your go-to source for all things Rocket League, with your hosts K-Cube, Quilly, and Red. So lean forward, lock in, and get ready to go Boost Over Ball.
Hair is starting to grow faster, so I'm like having to shave almost every day if I want to keep it clean shaven, and I'm like being very close. So we're just thinking, do I just try and see what it looks like? But I forget. No. No.
I just leave this because I'm just too lazy. So we're just gonna we're letting it rock.
Just let it rock.
I'm getting it shaped tomorrow. I've never gotten it like professionally trimmed. So I'm gonna see what happens if we shape it how a beard's supposed to be. And if I hate it, then I'll just cut it. And I just paid for it for no reason.
Hey, there you
go. Okay. Well, we're back. Everyone can be heard now.
The producer did his job. Let's go.
Yep. Way too much nuts in this.
So, and again, here we are.
We're at the bottom, and I'm putting nuts in my mouth.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Boost Over Ball podcast. To listeners new and old, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in.
On the bottom.
K-Cube in the top left. In the top right, we have Red, and in the bottom, we have Quilly. And on today's episode, we're diving straight into the OCE tiebreaker match, our thoughts and analysis before diving into some of the controversy surrounding Super Lucky's tweet on whether scheduling an event at 8 a.m. Eastern. Match prioritizes broadcasting viewership over player performance. Then we'll talk about the LCQs for EU, for Sam, Mina, and NA. We know our top 6 teams, so we will crown a champion this weekend. We'll find out whether teams like BS Plus Competition, Foot, Gen G, R8, or others can be stopped, or if there's a dark horse waiting in the wings. Finally, we'll close out with a fun crossover experiment, building an ultimate 11-player soccer or football roster made up of entirely currently active Rocket League pros. And then we will end off the show with Quilly's Movie Club and our weekly Quilly question. So this is going to be fun for me to edit since we didn't talk, or some people partially talked for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. But nevertheless, let's talk about the OCE tiebreaker match. And so it's been dubbed the match. It's an OCE tiebreaker between Wildcard and Power, and it will take place at 10 p.m. Australian Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. Central European Standard Time, and that's 8 a.m. Eastern. So the match will be broadcasted on the RLCS main stream, and the winner will get qualification into the Esports World Cup through automatic qualification from RLCS standings and the World Championship. So an absolute banger of a match, very, very important for team standings, for trips, for playing the rest of the season, really. So, first and foremost, before we get into Super Lucky's tweet, what are your guys' thoughts on the match, and do you like the single round best of 7 format for this?
Yeah, I mean, it's like for the previous tiebreakers we had, it's just this one has a lot more weight to it, purely just because of the region. We talked about it last week, but there was, I think, what was the number I said? It was at least 100K minimum, 100K plus that you will potentially earn just by winning this series. Arguably the biggest best of 7 for these players' season, as we will hear about Super Lucky's tweet. So I love it. I love that the main broadcast is picking up to stream it and whatnot. But as we see, there is some issues arising with this broadcast.
Quilly, what do you think about the format and the match itself?
Wait, what's the format?
It's just a single series best of 7 winner.
Yeah, that's how all tiebreakers are. It's gonna be a little bit weird just to prep for one singular series and that's it. It's kind of a little bit funny, a little bit silly, but I mean it's kind of the only way you could do it. It's not like they could do like a Rainbow Six Siege where they could do a best of in the middle of it. Imagine they had a best of 3, a best of 7s.
Rocket League used to do that.
It has done that before.
That was the bracket resets back in the day. That was
yeah.
This would be straight up. You got to win 2 best of 7s. That would be a lot of Rocket League, especially if they did do that at 10 p.m. That would be, if it goes to
3
game 7s, dude. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't think 10 p.m. is too terribly late, but I would understand being upset having to wait till 10 p.m. to play a single series. But fortunately, small market, you ain't got much wiggle room. You kind of got to deal with it if you want to be on the mainstream, but I don't know if they care that much about being on the mainstream as opposed to just playing the series.
So that's as good a segue as anything that we can come up with. But Super Locky tweeted, "Appreciate the biggest one-game series of my team's year being done at 10 p.m. Really appreciate all you do for our region. Rocket League viewership greater than players is major respect. Keep it up." So, I mean, that obviously it's a little bit of sarcasm there. He does not seem too happy about this, right? And it kind of begs the bigger question, right? So like a lot of major events, the time change that they make the players play at very odd hours for viewership purposes, like the Esports World Cup, the Paris Major, anything that happens in EU, because they're trying to bring in as much NA broadcast as possible with that as well. So for that reason, it's still tough, right? Just the massive time change there is going to be difficult no matter what, right? So like people on the West Coast in the US, if they want to watch, that's at 5 a.m. right? If we want to watch, that's 8 a.m. We got to wake up and watch that. But it's like I understand like why they do it, but like it begs the bigger question. Like if this is the only series all season that's been at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. for them, why are they doing this now? Why not make the normal broadcast for them this late, right? So that they can be on the main broadcast more than just a tiebreaker match.
Yeah, I think it also begs the question though, like this esports scene is very very young, right? And I would wager that a majority of the RLCS pro player base is gaming probably at 10 p.m. at night. I'll be real. Now, let's say Oceania. This is a weird situation because these are some of probably the oldest rosters in the pro scene in Oceania. Funnily enough, like the combined age of both of these teams is probably very much above average than most. So I can see where the complaints are there. But I mean, I know the way Super Lucky's putting it, it's like they're asking them to play at like 1 a.m. It's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. Like, I will say I could understand it a little bit because it's Sunday. At 10 p.m. on a Sunday, people got. I don't think these guys have jobs on the outside of Rocket League, assuming that they're at the top level for Oceania. But 10 p.m. Sunday, you want to get some sleep. I understand it. If it was a Saturday, I'd be like, oh, suck it up. But I get the point. I just feel like it's a little blown out of the water because at the end of the day, RLCS is a business, so like they gotta make money. So I don't know. I like just do what you need to do to prep. It's 10 p.m. It's not 1 a.m. I'm sure we can figure it out.
I mean, it's interesting because like would they have preferred 10 a.m.?
It's like, do you want like a midday? You want a late afternoon? Like, what are we doing?
Because if it's 10, I mean, you're gonna miss out on some of the viewership regardless of what time it is, based on just because of where they are in the world, right? Because at 10 a.m., a 10 a.m. stream is gonna be 2 a.m. for Europe, but it's gonna be 8 p.m. for East Coast, 5 p.m. for West Coast in the U.S. So, and that time slot is probably taken up by NA, RLCS, LCQ. So like there's levels to it. So maybe this is just when they could fit it in when it would work best for everybody. But like I can see where he's coming from. That it's like kind of wild. Like if all season all their matches were at noon or whatever, I'm making it up. If they were at noon and then all of a sudden this one's 10 hours later, it's only one series, but still it's vastly different, right? I mean, professional athletes in general and esports players too are a little bit ritualistic. They like to do a certain thing. They have their warm-up routine and they have all that stuff. So if you're used to waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, having some food, and then just jumping on the game and starting to get ready for the day, but now you have to spend the whole day doing something different, I could see how it would be different. But then the LAN events are also a little bit different for that purpose as well. So like I see where he's coming from. I think it's a little bit potentially blown out of proportion, but again, I can sympathize with him a little bit because it's drastically different from what they normally do.
Yeah, I did want to look just to see like what time range these guys usually play at on a standard championship Sunday. Your championship Sunday matchups for Oceanic regions appear to start at 2 p.m. Eastern our time, and the grand final starts at 6 p.m. Eastern our time. So, what would that time conversion
So
be? EST to AST.
AEST.
They didn't want,
AEST.
so they just did it so it didn't conflict with LCQs.
Probably, but also because they want to pull viewership for OCE.
Yeah, but if they did 2 p.m. our time, then like that's a perfectly normal time for it to be. But that's probably when the EU LCQ is going to be going on.
I don't think it's 2 p.m. What 2 p.m. What is the letter abbreviation after it? Red.
EDT.
Oh yeah, no, that's their time zone. That's not our time zone. We're EST.
No, EST is EDT. They're converting it to it's EST is the old moniker for it.
I think you're being a silly goose. I accuse thee of silly gooseness.
If this is the case, these guys are used to playing. No way they make them play that early.
No, they don't make them. They don't make them play it because most of the time when I've woken up and seen stuff, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for like APAC and OCE. Generally,
Yeah,
speaking,
CJCJ goes live at 2 a.m.
2 a.m. So okay, so they would normally, if that's the case, then they're normally playing around the like 4 to 8 p.m. range. Which then that I feel like that still makes the point more. So why are we complaining about 10? Like if you're in grands, you're lasting until like you're going till 9, at the very least. Like it's another hour. Like I don't know.
I mean, it's another hour when it ends. That's starting at 10.
6 a.m. 0600 is 6 a.m. is when the grand finals started.
Our 6 a.m. or their 6?
Our 6 a.m. Our 6 a.m.
Okay, so 7 p.m. So okay, that makes it a little better. Then it's a 3-hour difference from when your grand finals would differently start. So okay, there's some merit, but I mean, I don't know. Like
at the end of the day, it's for your season, and like he's still gonna play, right? He's like, look, yeah. I'm still gonna we're still doing it, right? But like.
Yeah, as you should. I mean,
imagine telling the org
1,000 is online.
That's too late.
Imagine telling your org, yeah, we're not playing it. I'm not doing it.
It's past my bedtime. Sorry.
I wake up for my job tomorrow, which is this.
Oh well.
I will say that also a part of it is the OCE fans themselves also will have to be staying up till 10 to start watching a series for their local region, and again, it being Sunday at 10 p.m. They also will have to be waking up. So like older people that have to wake up. I don't know if they're in school during the summer, how their school system works.
It's winter there for them right now.
Is it?
They're opposite on the southern hemisphere. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. You want to turn this into a weather? What's the meteorology lesson?
we are firmly approaching my professional wheelhouse here.
Oh God!
True that. But
quick pivot before I say something that I know.
Nerd. So like the local people are fans of the region. Also, will have to be accommodating to this time, so it is also a little bit unfair to them. So it's not just affecting the players and their play and their mental. It's also the OCE region as a whole. So to be fair, in Super Locky's defense, they are very much prioritizing viewership over the players and the region as a whole.
Yeah.
10 p.m. start time is pretty late. That's what time you start getting ready at that point. Like it's like an all-day affair. Like
you probably get some scrims in the morning. You probably take a break. You probably do a VOD review, and then you probably are getting your warmies in, and then playing the match.
That is a long day of Rocket League.
I think I'm used to the rematch schedule. Our tourneys at minimum last until like 11:30 at night. At minimum. So like 10's nothing. I'm like, we're done by 10? This is great.
They're starting at 10. So, and again,
Well,
both teams might use their timeouts. You might have some tech difficulties or something. So I figure it's probably finishing up around 11:30.
Hey, I mean, I'm sure Power Wildcard, they got some energy sponsors, right? I'm sure they got something. Perfect brand deal time.
Power just has Lachlan just screaming at him. Comes into the room and screams at him.
Wake up!
You see someone's eyes start dropping, he just comes in and starts screaming.
But nevertheless, we talked about it a little bit last time, but we got to do it again, right? Red, who do you have? Power or wild card?
I mean, give me Power in 7. Give me Game 7 OT. We're talking cinema.
Okay.
2 minutes at least OT.
Quilly?
I want Power to win,
Yep.
but I will take Wildcard to win in 6.
In 6?
Give me Power.
I want Power to win. There's nothing I want more than to see 5 Rare Worlds. There is nothing, but instead of this is purely a sacrifice of the Caster Curse.
I
We'll take
appreciate
wild
it.
card. We will take the veterans and their all their knowledge and leadership that they've got, or all their experience over the years. They've been knighted.
Yeah.
They've been baguetted. They got
We saw well that went for the last time.
yeah.
They made it top 6. What do you mean?
Fiber falls on stage. Wildcard gets knighted on stage. There's levels to it.
But with that, I think it's time to talk about some LCQ. We'll start out in EU. We've talked about this a lot last week. We're going to kind of go through this a little bit quicker because I think the majority of the episode is going to be our starting 11 with active Rocket League players. That's going to be wild. But so for EU, we have our 2 matches to take us into top 4, and that is Magnolia versus No Balls Just Chase, and Triple Pop versus Volare, and they have Mate Itapa playing the winner of Magnolia No Balls Just Chase, and KDOP Corp playing the winner of Triple Pop Volare. Is there a team that sticks out to you, Quilly, that you think is just going to take it? Like, who do you have? Who's your favorite out of these 6?
I mean, my favorite is Magnolia, just purely because I just want to see Rise do great things. Like in the Big 26, Rise had a long year. He's been playing with Gen G. He's been going through the carousel of players. It's been a wild ride for him. So for his sake, I'm hoping they take it. So yeah, I mean, obviously, KDOP Core is going to be giving them a good run for their money at the very least. So it will be tricky there because it's set up for them to hopefully be facing in the grand finals. But anything can happen with all these random teams, because some of these teams you don't really have good scouting reports on them because like they're Frankenstein rosters of just bubble players. So it's like good luck deciding how to game plan for all of them. Also, I think I say it's any given Sunday. All you gotta do is just score more than your opponent. It doesn't matter what their name could be Zen. It doesn't matter. If you score more than them, you're going on.
Fair. Red, what do you think?
Let's see here. I think the team I personally will be rooting for, I don't think this is the team I think is going to win it, but I'm going to be rooting for them, is Volare, just because of their ties to the rematch scene as well. They've kind of been this roster that came out of nowhere and are in a top 6 now for the LCQ.
That team is Crispy, Tox, and Growly. For people that...
They've been looking pretty solid, beating VSK in 7. But realistically, I think the team that I have to go with to win this whole thing easily has to be KDOP Corp. They have been there. They have done that. It is time for KDOP Corp to come back, and also the fact that it just would be so fun, again, to have KDOP Corp and Carmine Corp on land. So, give me KDOP Corp.
Fair. I mean, realistically, I think Quilly, I think you guys are both onto something here. I think it's KDOP Corp, I think it's Magnolia, and I think, a third one for me, unfortunately, is Mate Itapa, and that's AJG, Dorito, and Atomic. All 3 players that have been on land, that have been there, done that. Although AJG in a different region, he missed an open net so bad he had to transfer over the ocean to Europe and has not been able to make his land reappearance with that. So I don't think it's going to be a pushover game for Magnolia in the semis, but I do think it's Magnolia and KDOP Corp versus the World. And unfortunately, while I would love to see Rise on LAN, I think that KDOP Corp is going to take it. I think that Joyo and LCQ Radosin have this in the bag. It's just his time, It's just Radosin's favorite time of year.
Mm-hmm. Please give me a Radosin versus NIP. Is that the next order on the chopping block for Radosin? Right? NIP. Give me that matchup, please, Rocket League
or Bobby
please.
Jr.
Yeah. So because it's like how like they always joke like Michael Bublé's defrosting or Mariah Carey's defrosting in time for Christmas for
Mm-hmm.
the songs to top the charts again. Radosin's just sitting someone's got him in the freezer and they just pulled him out and he's defrosting. He'll be fully defrosted on Sunday when it's his time to shine, or Saturday. It's his time to shine. So, is there anything else that you guys wanted to mention about EU LCQ before we move over to Sam? Okay. In Sam, we have Fofachos versus Plot Twist, Big Odes versus Disaster Class, with BS Plus competition getting the winner of Fofachos and Plot Twist, and Nova Drift getting the winner of Big Odes and Disaster Class. I'll switch it up a little bit here. For me, it's the two semifinalist teams. It's BS Plus competition and Nova Drift that are going to be the ones that will make the grand final. But I just have BS Plus competition here, right? It's the only, it's the biggest names. It's the most notable players in Sam that aren't already at the tournament, and I don't see realistically any other team challenging them for that. Red?
Yeah, I mean it's realistically BS Plus competition's LCQ to lose. They are the heavy favorites for this spot. I don't see them losing at all. I think crowd favorite for the podcast at least is going to be Plot Twist, though. Obviously, with the Canadian making his way down south in Sosa, but realistically, this is BS Plus competition all the way. Give me BS Plus we'll go in 5 to whoever they face.
Willie?
Yeah, I think we're setting up for grand finals and the semifinals between Plot Twist and BS Plus competition. Because as we've talked about, the Plot Twist competition, while it obviously is it's got no KV1 on it. It has Mata, who was part of the Dream Run on Team Secret. Memory does serve correctly. They have Royalis, who is, I believe, an Unk of the game. No, he's 21. He's not an Unk. But they also have Sosa, the NA import. So a proven talent in the NA region, obviously. I mean, if we're depending on who's listening, I mean, I'm sure there's some European viewers, our listeners out there that think Sam's probably better than NA. But I think the NA ability brings something different. Maybe it'll bring a little bit more calm to the quick and fast-paced storm that the Sam region usually brings. So I think that semifinals competition, assuming Plot Twist wins their lowers their first round, or technically second round, but it'd be first round of the weekend. But if they win that and go against PS Plus competition, I think that will be the grand finals, essentially.
Fair enough.
And PS Plus competition will probably come out on top, but I would not be shocked if Plot Twist somehow pulled it out.
Stranger things have certainly happened in Sam. Yeah.
KV1's already going to Worlds. He doesn't need to try.
True. The double competition there.
Yeah, just giving himself more work.
Yeah. But moving over into MENA, and we have DOS versus Clean and NMT versus Serene, with Stallions taking the winner of DOS and Clean, and R8 Esports taking the winner of NMT and Serene. To me, it kind of seems like a two-horse race between Stallions and R8, although DOS and Clean are both very good teams. I've been told by our resident MENA expert, that DOS can certainly be dangerous. So I think that Stallions will have to, certainly be weary of them if DOS are able to make it out of their quarterfinal matchup. But ultimately, I think that the LAN experience from R8 will come into play here. I think that, they'll have a little bit more ice in their veins. They hopefully will have learned from last time getting reverse swept and not being able to finish off their series to make it out of their group. I think they've learned their lesson, and I like R8 coming out of Mina, but I think it's going to be between Stallions and R8. Cooley, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fair to say. I think we've been saying that ever since the beginning. It's just pretty much between those two as the top dogs. Do you like Stallions? Obviously, the TRK relative that we keep bringing up. um, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun matchup, assuming all goes to plan. And it's another one of those. This one will luckily be a grand finals in the grand finals if they match up. So hopefully it will be peak cinema, because if we get the EU matchup that we're looking for and the Amina matchup we're looking for, and they're pretty equal. They're both, I think, pretty equally matched up. So I think it's going to be a great series all the way for so far all three regions. If the three matchups I've talked about come to fruition.
Fair. Red, thoughts?
Yeah, getting very much similar to the Oceanic tiebreaker vibes here for I think what will be a grand final matchups of R8 versus Stallions. I think it goes to 7 very easily here. Both teams have faced each other multiple times and have been constantly just kind of fighting each other for that last spot in Mina. So this should be an absolute bloodbath of a match back and forth. Um, but realistically, I got to go with R8. I think they still will learn from their mistakes in the past on land, and I think they are very much chomping at the bit to get back on the international scene.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean they were power ranked so high by almost everybody heading into the major, and they did not live up to expectations. Right, like they just crashed and burned in a way that I don't think anybody really expected them to. So, I will be interested to see where everyone power ranks them, us included, heading into the event if they are to make it. But nevertheless, I think it's going to be a very, very, very intriguing watch as that happens in 2 days, right on Thursday, I believe. So,
Correct. Mina,
and then, yeah, Mina, Sam, NAEU.
Yep, Mina, Sam, NA, Oceania, LCQ, or
Yeah.
Oceania
Tiebreaker,
tiebreaker,
yep.
then EU.
Yep, fair enough. But nevertheless, last but certainly not least, and certainly not near airport, the copium continues even though Monkey Moon will win Worlds again. We've been saying it since the beginning, but that is NA. And in our top 6, we have Dignitas versus Fortnite Flick and XJM versus M80, with Gen G awaiting the winner of Dignitas and Fortnite Flick, and Foot awaiting the winner of XJM and M80. Red, I'll let you go first on this one. What are your thoughts about our top 6, and who do you like coming out of the region?
I mean, this is very much, I think, a case of one of these teams is not like the other. Fortnite Flick making it to top 6 probably wasn't in a lot of people's brackets for this. Although they do have some decently notable names on here. Notable, more so not necessarily in the mechanical pro competition department, but maybe more so the content department. If those of you don't understand who I'm referring to, that's Flitz. However, I mean, they backed up by Gyro and Andy, a fantastic trio, making it to top 6 there. Definitely kind of the sleeper team, along with XJM, who have had a very promising performance so far going into this top 6. But realistically, it is a battle of the top dogs. It is a battle of the teams that we all expected, Gen G versus Foot. While I do appreciate M80's performance right now, especially with Dig, Appjack starting to finally get some performance back with his, I'm going to say,
back in NA.
Yeah, back in NA, back with his old sweetheart in Dignitas. I mean, he's been off and on this org for 3 separate times now at this point. But realistically, it's Gen G or Foot, and let's just say this Foot is in the door. Foot in 6.
Fair. Quilly, who do you like in this one? And will our favorite and the OG Grape make an appearance in this event?
I mean, the Grape will be there. He, no matter what, will physically be there. Will he play like Grape? That is completely up to the Grape himself. Whether Cheese wants to go with the wine or go with the cheese, that's up to him. That depends. But yeah, I think we got some fun matchups. I think it's so weird to like think or to like pick at these, but definitely a lot more orgs in this this bracket. So there's a good chance we get the four. The top four is four orged teams, which will be a lot more fun, or a lot more interesting because I feel like there's a lot more on the line. Literally, contracts on the line. But yeah, I think it's really a toss up between I think all of these because I feel like all of these teams are possible of being on complete fire or on complete dog shit, and there's no in between. So it's hard to pick who I think is going to win the whole thing, but honestly, give me New Life. Give me M80. M80 is winning the whole thing.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I can't say that I expected that.
See right there? New Life. Life's
Yep,
on the
I see
roster.
what you did. Yep, Life Mac Panda. Yep, I see what you did. Red, do you disagree with that one?
Yeah. I mean, MA's been playing good, but we're taught they have to play Foot next, assuming they beat XJM, and this Foot roster has looked utterly unstoppable so far.
I've
in
also
this
seen them
LCQ.
look utterly dog shit with their grape on defense. Any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday. We just watched a team of 16-year-olds dethrone the Falcons position and going to a LAN. This has no team at the caliber of the Falcons. This has no team at the caliber of Twisted Minds. And it is a completely I feel like these 6 teams, it's all up in the air. Maybe not for a Fortnite flick. But
this is the same Foot roster that went toe to toe in the group of death and almost made it out of the group of death.
their toes got cut off at the end.
What? They went toe to toe with K Corp, who
They don't have toes
mind
anymore.
would
They
go
lost.
on to win the freaking major.
And guess what? When the lights were their brightest, what happened?
And you think M80 is
pissed
gonna
their
do better?
pants. Pissed lights, yeah, they got nothing. They got no pressure against them. These are the young kids going against the OGs of the game. All the pressure in the world is on the Unks to not lose here. We got Justin, who literally might be in his last season. Chronic, who's been bounced around because he couldn't handle playing with LJ and FK. And then we got Cheese, who sucks on defense. He's awful. He does not rotate to save his life. He sits at midfield like a free safety and doesn't go back. So if that man does not rotate on defense, I think Mech and Life, they're offensive demons. They have the mechs, and I think they're gonna do some work. Life and but
Yeah, but there's a third member of the M80 roster that we're talking about. That
Panda
what does he do?
exists. Gives veteran leadership.
And
Veteran
we think
leadership.
veteran leadership.
What he's gonna hold down the defense. He's 21. He's been around the game for a while.
What has he done?
He's existed. What has Cheese done? What has Cheese done?
Made lands. The
Made lands.
He's been carried.
So hold on.
I want
Before
to
we continue, his lack of defense may prove to be an asset in our next segment, though. He could be a good striker. Just saying.
Cheese is exotic if he wasn't ever put on a good roster.
I don't see that.
I'm gonna just read I'm gonna read some of these names real quick, and you let me know when you have heard of any of these rosters. All right, 445, Red Crown Esports,
Yep.
Young Whippersnappers.
Yep.
I heard that one.
Okay, so we got one. Spate Esports, Wubtub Pub.
Yep.
I heard that one.
Schnitzel House.
Yep.
Heard that one.
Okay, Seal.
Yeah.
Next to New.
Yep.
Heard that one.
Now,
Next to New gave team fits in the last set of opens. And the entire season, Next to New has been giving team fits. Have they been winning? No, but they've been giving fits, which is exactly what Foot's been doing. According to you, it's what Foot's been doing.
They lost the game.
Any given
I lost the game.
Sunday,
Thanks, Red.
any given Sunday, the future is now, old man. Justin's being sent to the retirement home.
Except they're playing on Saturday. They're playing on Saturday.
It's Saturday, not Sunday.
It's just a saying. It's just a saying. It's any given Sunday.
Okay.
It's a phrase.
Well, explain First Killer.
And he's
Checkmate.
One kickoff lane. One kickoff lane. I think the kickoff lane championship was on a Saturday, so that is the other thing.
Checkmate. The point made.
What? That hey, we can't compare the worst Sunday performer of all time to whatever. To that
So it does matter. So the day does matter.
No,
It's not just the same.
figure of speech.
The map matters too.
What?
It's not specifically Sunday. It's just any given Sunday. It's reference from football because all football is played on Sunday. It's any given Sunday.
College football.
It's just a figure of speech from football.
You're playing
It's
car
any given
soccer.
Sunday.
Also, Oof in chat said why. First
We're
killer
taking
hitting
the-
strays.
We're taking the word. This
He's
show,
not even
this show's
playing
just
in this
dedicated to hating. This show's dedicated to no matter what hating a first killer.
It's not my fault that when we think
And exotic,
when
because
we
he
think of
started the
poor
whole
results,
conversation.
That's just me. I just hate exotic.
all I'm saying, it's not our fault that when we think of poor results, you think of first killer. It's not our faults.
But
Hey,
I will say.
So if I have an irrational hate and Quilly has an irrational hate, then Red, where's yours at?
You guys are both first killer haters. I don't know. You guys are.
I'm not like irrational hate. I'm more of like there's just no results.
Yeah.
Irrational hate.
And maybe not irrational. Maybe because Quilly, I know why he doesn't like
We'll
exotic.
think about it. We'll think about it because
He's a
I don't
fraud.
know if there's anyone that I truly despise.
I don't think there's anybody we truly
I could
despise
put
either.
I could maybe
Exotic.
put Monkey Moon on there.
What do you mean?
Purely,
Who's we? Who's we?
I could purely put Monkey Moon on there just because of what he's done to the team I've rooted for every time. However, he's a good player. He played a very similar style to Rocket League that I wanted to play when I was playing the game. So I can't hate on him. So it's like I gotta think on it. I gotta find out who I irrationally hate, who for no
It's like
reason
hating
is
on
absolutely
modern day
despised.
LeBron. It's like hating on LeBron. You're just doing it just to be different. If you're hating on Monkey Moon.
But what is a Monkey Moon third Worlds win gonna do to Exotic's legacy?
Hopefully a damper. Hopefully that takes some sail out of the winds. Because that's two worlds champion. That's two worlds wins without Exotic. So that
Now, okay. Here's the question: what's gonna mean more, a third title for Monkey Moon or a title for Mina?
Yes.
Oh, Mina, because Monkey Moon's already in GOAT debates for two worlds.
But it's Monkey Moon NA too. So there's a lot of writing on a lot of story lines.
I'm now realizing if Monkey Moon wins, Mina wins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Honestly, if NA's not going to win an event in NA just because that's how it works, that might be best case scenario.
Mina winning, Mina Moon winning.
Because it's not EU and it's Monkey Moon, who's already announced he's retiring. Unless they bring back Dickie's Part 4, then he's going LCQ and winning the whole thing again.
Don't put that in the air.
Yeah.
Don't give Booster Blast any ideas.
We were talking about this in the Discord, like when Oof and I were trying to set up the audio stuff. Apparently I didn't do it quite right because it messed up the entire first part of the episode. Nevertheless, here we are. I've been to all of the worlds in the past 3 NA worlds, including the one coming up. I've only been to Fort Worth.
Same. Wait. Same, yeah.
I've only been to one world.
The only worlds I've been to are Fort Worth. That's insane.
It's insane.
I'm gonna be 3 for 3. This is ridiculous.
Dude, I swear to God, if Monkey Moon comes in and wins at Dickie's again, I'm calling a priest. We're getting that stadium exercised. I swear to God, there's a curse. There's something wrong with that arena.
We're all gonna have to buy these pants and burn them in ceremonial fashion.
I'm going to take the biggest victory lap of all time because I've said that since the beginning.
Oh man!
As soon as we found out, I was like, "Well, Monkey Moon's winning." I don't know.
This whole season's a wash. It's all just dedicated to Monkey Moon.
I generally think because if Monkey Moon wins,
the Kobe farewell
so much away from it's gonna take so much away from Mina's first ever world championship just because it has Monkey Moon on it.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna start the story, the headline. Mina can't win a Worlds without Monkey Moon and a buff.
Did Turbo
Monkey Moon
World
buff.
Championships affect the NA Championships?
No, but I think that was a different storyline. Because Turbo won it anywhere. He won anywhere. It didn't matter. Monkey Moon's only won at Dickies.
They were also saying like at the end, they're like Turbo's a fraud. Like,
well,
he's not.
He won majors, but he's only won Worlds at Dickies.
We can't be using the caveat of it being at Dickies actually gives him superpower.
We can if it's
You can't tell me that it doesn't. If it happens the third time, you can't tell me that it doesn't.
Super Saiyan ability.
The first time's a coincidence. The second time's weird. The third time, there's something wrong.
It's like if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. If it happens a third time, you just gotta throw that shit out the window. Something's wrong. I'm so fucking scared right now.
Literally.
Oh man. Here we are. So back to what we were talking about in the beginning. Red's got foot, Quilly's got M80. I also have foot. I think that they were just a leg above the rest. We were giving them their flowers in spades for making the double roster change. We did not think it was a good move at the time. It has turned out to be a very good one, especially if they're able to win this event. However, I do think that Gen G looked pretty good, and Quilly, like you said earlier, Appjack 5-up Bora is not the kind of roster that's going to win you an event. And so I think it's between Foot and Gen G, and I got Foot winning.
And M80.
They're there. They're one of the 6.
Any given Saturday. Is that what you want me to say? You want me to specify the day, Red? Do I need to specify it's any given Saturday?
They will make it top 4 for sure. I think M80 is almost a locked for top 4.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
That is Expert, Juice, and Monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, they ain't winning it. Give me M80 all the way. M80's winning the whole thing. Moment too big. Piss run down their leg. Foot's losing.
Like how you had to consider the XJM matchup, but you think they're just gonna go right through Foot.
I thought about
it's a momentum-based esport. What can I say?
Exactly. Guess who's gonna have momentum?
Oh my days!
My life, duh.
Before this descends into more chaos, let's talk about our Rocket League current players starting 11 all-time team. We are not considering regions here. We are just picking who we think objectively would be best. And I don't have a pick, but I have something that can't happen, and Rise can't play goalie because he breaks his hand.
Fair. So I do have a suggestion for a pick.
And okay. I have a suggestion for keeper already too.
For defense, I'm looking at a Tao. The big boy, the tall guy.
I was gonna say midfield for Tao, but
wait, are we starting this now?
Yeah.
We're that section.
Are we? All right.
Yeah.
Going off the height, my suggestion for goalie was Oski.
Yes,
that was going to be my suggestion too. Yep.
Yeah.
I do think a Tao is a little bit more nimble physically, so I do think maybe he should be in goal, and maybe Oski should be a CB.
I'm trying to think. Is a Tao really that much of a string bean?
He's just thin. You don't really need to be bulky to be in net. You need to be bulky to box out someone.
True. I'm thinking like true true center back, the guy that's winning the headers on a cross in. I mean, he's not skinny, but like he's got some build to him. But
isn't Jory?
I think you could flip Atto or Oski pretty easily between the two.
I think I just don't think.
You know what? I feel like I gotta look at nationalities too, because I feel like that's gonna matter when it comes to natural football talent.
I was gonna put. It's gonna be a very French heavy.
Well, right now we're listing a Pole and a Belgium or a Belgian, so we're doing good so far. But okay, looking at it though, I think Oscar as the defender with Atto and net, I think is actually better. No, I look at it. I think I agree with you, Quilly.
So I got
what happened? A Tao and net.
A Tao and net CB? With Oski CB.
Okay. Better question. What formation are we doing?
Oh God! Wait. I mean,
we're going 4 in the back.
I feel standard 4-4-2. I feel like standard 4-4-2. So, unless we find someone that we think is going to be a god tier striker, we just we give them the Holland treatment.
My kind of original thought was maybe you put Oski at striker because he's so tall. Because he's like
too slow. He's too slow.
I don't think he's got the speed.
I don't imagine all
Fair.
that height's moving
That's
quick.
fair.
You want that height in your box to defend.
Haram ball 119. Oh God.
But also another person to put to the Shadow Realm. Daniel cannot be on this team.
No,
I agree.
Okay, cool.
Daniel could be the ball.
Daniel, sick at Rocket League, amazing at video games, not athletic. I've seen him play ping pong. I've seen him play basketball. It's bad, real bad.
You know what
Super
I think
nice,
would
super
randomly
nice
be good?
kid. What?
I think Banana Head would be a good left back. I don't know why. Something about the Aussie in him. He just seems like he's got grit.
I could buy
He's
that.
gonna bite
Fair.
knees.
See, I was gonna say the same thing for Vatira because I think Vatira would be a bruiser. He's the guy
I feel
throwing elbows.
I feel like he'd be a CDM.
Yeah, I was like, I think Vatira would be a good he's the guy. He's the one throwing low elbows when you're getting a cross in.
I think he could be good on offense and defense. I think he's a two-way player.
We
I
play
agree.
in a diamond, or we just throw in Vatira, we just do in straight across. Because we could, I'm happy putting Vatira at just center mid.
I think. Well, yeah, I was thinking of it because if we're doing 4-4-2, I mean, he could be like a. I think. I mean, you do left or right.
It's a
center mid,
4-4-2. Then there's really no difference.
Yeah, it's just center mid.
Perfect.
Just center mid's fine. Yeah,
Perfect.
he can be left or right. I mean, what, is he left-handed or right-handed? Because I'm assuming that would mean whatever foot he is. But
should we classify KBM players as lefty and controller players as righty?
So what? How many KBM players you can actually put?
There's
on the
roster? 2. Oh, speaking of, this is now reminding me. All right, so from KBM, I went to the Sam because Sam has the only KBM player. Lost as a striker. I feel like Lost.
Little Brazilian.
Oh, wait. No, all right. Visually, he has to be great at soccer. Seiko has to be a striker. I feel like Seiko has to be nasty at soccer.
Isn't Seiko short, incredibly short though?
Yeah.
A wing? Is he our Lionel Messi?
I feel like I don't think he can be the striker, but
that little Frenchie looks like a soccer player.
I mean, I agree, but I don't think he's a striker. I could see him be a wing.
I'm good with the right mid Seiko.
All right.
Right mid or right wing?
Right wing.
Yes.
I think right wing. Yeah, I think right wing.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have him flying up and down the side. I think he's gonna be very similar to a Messi role.
Also, if it's any consolation, he's literally on Manchester City.
This is true. This is true.
He's gonna get Erling Haaland aura from that.
So we definitely do need someone from Sam. We need some Brazilians in there. I also, hear me out, Kofer. Mexican, I feel like he's gotta be okay.
Demo god? On the field, he's gonna be a demo guy. He's gonna get us a red card 2 minutes in. He's gonna slide tackle someone's ACL off.
Oski Kofer center backs. Who's getting through there?
Do we want Kofer as a center back? No, I was thinking center back. I was thinking maybe a beast mode.
I think Kofer's a passive human being outside of soccer. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we want our center backs to be taller guys. We want them to be you're above average height, a little bigger build.
Banana Head's
you know what?
Banana Head could be up there.
We are also sleeping. Archie's got to be on this team, and Rise has to be on this team somewhere.
Oh, true. Archie loves soccer. Archie does not stop tweeting about soccer.
True.
He has to be on this.
True. Yeah.
I think Archie's got to be a center mid.
Wait. I think Archie easily could be a center.
Honestly, I think he could be a striker. I honestly think he could be a striker for us.
Let's look at Archie's build.
Well, he just likes to facilitate everything so much.
True. He is a facilitator though. That is true.
All right, we're comparing car soccer.
It's very accurate. That is. I'm honestly
flip resetting on the field.
No, but your play style is very. It's very much how you personally like to play. That is very accurate.
Rise did win the penalty shootout against his friend. Just saying. Even though he broke his hand, he did make the save, but he did win.
Does that mean we put Rise at striker?
Could be.
I'd be okay with that.
I could be okay with that. One of the strikers, Rise. I think Archie at center mid's good. I think Archie at center mid is good. Yeah. We need someone fast. We need a fast left winger.
I will circle back to Lost as our Sam representative.
I think so too. I'd be super happy with the Lost.
Yeah, I could be happy with that. Where are we putting it at the wing for the Lost?
Yep.
Lost left wing.
Two short kings on our wings.
All right.
So you know what?
We need
ours.
Banana Head's gonna be a wing back. We're playing wing backs. We're going crazy. Everyone's
That's not a 4-4-2. We're going buck wild now.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Now we're in a 3-4, a 3-1-2.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're getting crazy. We're going like 2-5, 2-6, 2. Yeah, we're doing some crazy.
So we filled out our midfield. We need another striker. We need a center back, and we need a right back.
Okay, who are the
Do
other?
we think TRK can kick a soccer ball?
I mean, of the MENA region, like height-wise, you would want TRK out of all of them. Do we think
Monkey Moon could play center back?
That's
another tall.
That's another tall. He's pretty built.
We didn't talk about coach. I think Farrah should be our team coach.
Oh, easily.
Yep. Done.
Easily Cherokee coach.
That man, watching that man walk around Raleigh, the Raleigh arena, dude, he looked like he belonged.
Especially with a shaved head too. That's
he doesn't have a shaved head.
Well, no,
that's extra.
Sorry, I was thinking.
So here, I have two suggestions to put forth here, right? One of the twins who've said they can ball, but I'm saying like think about like you can have a smaller outside like back who's gonna run the flank and get some crosses in.
He's gonna run the corners.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then second, like right back? What about a Kevin?
I was gonna say Sphinx as a striker.
Perfect.
I was
that
thinking
just
Sphinx
seems like
striker.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm down for a Sphinx.
We're getting region inclusion.
Okay, we need some NA here now at this point.
Or we do catalysm because by God, is that going to be one hell of a header?
That is true. That is very true.
No, you know what? We're going subs. Catalysm.
What, like how many subs do you? 5 subs, right? 5 subs.
Yeah.
In a match?
So
really moving the goalposts right now.
Yeah, Caleb is a sub. I feel like I still think like beast mode or like a monkey moon as a center back is a shout here at this point.
Yeah,
I think Zen might work as a right back. Zen as a right back.
Zen?
Yeah, he's French. I don't know, just like in his DNA.
I feel like Zen would be more of a winger.
Our wingers' positions are a little bit taken. All right, so then what if we
Zen can come off the bench?
As like a sub winger.
I was gonna say, what if we circle back to Vatira dropping back to defense, then we put Zen at CM?
So put what, Vatira as a right back?
Yeah.
No, he's saying or center back with Oscar.
Either or. We're all the same.
Yeah. Well, I feel like where are we putting NA in here? I feel like we gotta have some NA.
NA sucks at soccer. We've gone over this.
We're better than the Australians.
Damn. Right, we need an NA right back. We'll get an NA right back, and then we'll figure out if we're throwing Zen in here.
First killer's tall.
Like
just as long as the games aren't on a Sunday.
Beast mode.
Do they play soccer games on Sunday? Is that usually one of it is?
Trying to think of some other athletic like North Americans. God, let me just go.
You know who's athletic? Wavy. That man jumps on his bed.
Wavy actually might not be a bad shout.
His defense is elite.
So, I think he'd be a good sub. I think that's a good sub for defense. I
think you're right there.
Yes, I agree. I'm down for that.
Wavy's.
I feel like we need one North American starter at least.
You know who is tall? That would work. Talk.
What's Talk's build? Talk
was like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, he's a big boy. Talk is a big boy. He could be the center back.
I'm good with that. I'm good with a Talk center back.
We're getting full height back there. We're getting nothing but height.
We are turning into England at this point for our back line.
Yep. So now the only
position back we put Tim Reese.
So the only position we have left is right back. Do we take a MENA representative? Do we take a twin, or are we gonna go?
Do we move Vatira back and then put like a TRK at center mid?
I think, well, according to
or do we keep
or
do we put Twin at center mid?
one of the Twins are good. So I think honestly the Twins might be good at. Honestly, I think putting Rawash at a right back might not be a bad idea.
I like that. His defense is elite. He's quick. He'll be servicing the balls into the box there. So then we have on the bench so far we have Catalysm, the aerial specialist.
We need GK sub. We need a GK sub. Gotta have a GK sub.
Yep. We got Catalysm, Wavy, Zen.
Do we put like a beast mode GK?
I could
FK? No, FK. We FK. Yeah, FK. F. Do you do FK?
I'd say, I was gonna say Chronic because he's tall, but he won't jump for anything.
God, he just had to get the shot in there too on Chronic. Okay, I'd be good with an FK goalie.
Oh, Oof brings up a good sub as well. Radosin. That is a
Radosin goalie. It's got to be goalie Radosin.
Goalie Radosin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rado sub. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Anyway,
Our last.
I think one more North American. I think we go North American here. I think So what we got? We have multiple offensive subs and then a midfield sub. I think we need a defensive sub here.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to be a center back or a right
mode.
back.
I think it's got to be mode.
I think we go mode. I'm down for a mode.
Atomic, honestly. High IQ player, knows where to be.
Also part Hispanic.
Yeah, and there's no ghost touches in real soccer, allegedly.
Damn. You go with Atomic?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So our coach, Farah, on our starting 11 is Atau in goal, Oski and Talk as center backs, Banana Head left back, Rawas right back, Vatira and Archie at center mid, right wing, Seiko, left wing, Lost. Strikers are Rise and Sphinx, and on the bench we got Catalysm, Wavy, Zen, Radosin, and Atomic. So that was a fantastic segment. Please let us know what you think or what your starting 11 would look like. But
give us the next sport.
Oh yeah.
Give us some ideas.
Maybe basketball we'll have to do next. A lot they like the basketball at Dickies, but
we could do honestly for basketball since there's only 5 players, we could just do a draft against each other.
That could be interesting. Okay, I'll put it on the content list idea. But for this week, Quilly, you got a Quilly movie club or a question for us?
I mean, Quilly Movie Club, as you guys know, I said it was the Odyssey coming out this last weekend, and holy aura, dude! How do you say that guy's name? I'm a Meganon.
Agamemnon.
That guy. Yeah. Holy freaking aura! That's pretty much the only takeaway from the movie. That dude. I looked at my girlfriend. I said, I'm wearing that at our wedding because his fit in war is absolutely insane. But being for real, the Odyssey. What a picture! Was it 3 hours? Yes. Did it feel like 3 hours? Yes. By God, was that a long movie, but every single second of it, it started out a little slow. It took a little bit to get there, but once it got going, by God, were my eyes glued to it. It was an insane picture. Christopher Nolan, what a man, what a talent, what an artist. Everything that man does is just pure poetry, with the exception of Tenet, because what the hell was that? But at Odyssey, it was mythical, it was whimsical, it was insane. It was crazy. There was nothing that compared to it. I think I gave it a 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. I didn't have it at second place for the year because Obsession was just such a great movie. The movie itself was just insane. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out because it's truly a generational moment. I saw it in Dolby Vision. Let me tell you, the bigger speakers they have there, I could feel it in my skull. I could feel the vibration in my skull. The bass was going brazy, dude. That was insane. My girlfriend by the end of it had a pounding headache because we were like right in dead center of the theater, so like literally being paused, pounded from every angle. I shouldn't be allowed out of the house. But my God, the speakers were going crazy. The screen was huge. It was insane. It was such an amazing experience. Also, we went to Philly, so we went to Del Rossi's, one of the cheesesteak places. Michelin grade cheesesteak, by the way. God tier. But yeah, what an epic of a movie. Everything up until the third act was insane. The story itself was beautiful. And just the amount of things they were able to pull off visually, it really just kept you on the edge of your seat, and you really didn't know what was coming next. And the nerves, and if you when you know when you get to the magic scene, holy crap! When you hear the word pig, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that was just a horror scene of itself. I mean, same with the Cyclops. I mean, they were just scenes that were just insane to visually have to see and like imagine being in that. I could not. Yeah, I gave it 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. I didn't give it a review because there's no words that could do that movie justice. It was insane. So if you haven't seen it, go appreciate cinema. And for the movie club this week, I'm actually planning on seeing 3 movies this week. We'll be seeing hopefully Evil Dead Burn, The Invite, and then I had to do one for my girlfriend. I believe the movie's called Hadestown. It's a musical.
That was good. I saw the musical.
She wants to go see the movie, and I'm a good boyfriend. I've dragged her to enough silly movies for me.
It's pretty entertaining. I think that you will enjoy it. It's similar vein to like the Odyssey a little bit. I mean, it's not. I'm not comparing it to that, but like mythology based, like that. Like
that's what she taught. She actually said that too. She said it's quite comparable to the Odyssey in terms of the concept.
Subject matter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, be able to knock out all 3 movies. But with that, the Quilly question we are now moving on to: if there was a dream Lego set you could have, what would it be?
Ooh.
I don't know why they would ever do it because it would be way too niche. But like, I think having a Lego set of one of the Red Wings old hockey arena would be sick. I spent a lot of my childhood going to games there. A lot of very fond memories there of them winning things. And they're trash now, so that'd be fun. That's my pick.
For me, I'm actually going to go with one that they're currently working on making. And part of it is because my wife is the La Sagrada Familia. They are currently releasing, I think it's later this year, maybe. It is 12,060 pieces.
Yeah.
Also, the price tag is up there.
Significant.
But that is one Lego set that I know my wife would really love, and I think would be awesome to build, and it just looks fantastic. I mean, if you've seen some of the images for it, it is actually insane.
Quilly?
Mine would be like literally anything from Attack on Titan. The Mega Titan. The Giant Titan.
Colossal Titan?
Dude, it literally was escaping me what the name of it was. I don't know why. My casual showing, but the Colossal Titan as like a figure that you could just like put on a shelf would be freaking insane. That or the Attack Titan, like literally any of the Titans in huge Lego form would be nuts to just like have propped up on a shelf. That would be sick as hell.
Hell yeah. Well, with that, I think that's a good a place as any to wrap for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Huge shout out to Alyssa B and all of our other Patreon supporters for keeping the lights on. For those watching live on Twitch or streaming later, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, share the show, tell a friend, help us level up. Want to join our community but don't know how? Jump into our Discord or follow us on social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. If you want to rep the show or grab some gear or check out our jersey or get a cool flag like we have in the background, check out our website at boostoverball.com. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, remember to choose Boost over Ball. See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Boost Over Ball podcast. Make sure to check out our website, boostoverball.com.